I think we can't, we in the West are used to dictating world events sometimes, or we presume to dictate world events. I don't know that we could control whether these uprisings will continue in any meaningful way. In fact, it might be counterproductive if the West urges people one way, just they might resent the interference and go the other way. But I think in general, yes, it is a good thing that people express themselves and that this tumult continues because it's going to happen eventually. If foreign policy realists have their way and the tumult is contained and these autocrats sort of stumble on for another few years, this phenomenon will just come back a few years later in a more violent way, in the same way that gas contained in a bottle will eventually explode. Um, the Arab people are no different fundamentally from people around the world. Eventually, they do hunger for freedom. And just like the Soviet bloc, just like portions of sub-Saharan Africa, just like Latin America, eventually their countries will fitfully embrace democracy. It's just a question of when. And the longer you contain this phenomenon, the more unpredictable and violent it could become. You saw this in Iran. I mean, one of the reasons the Iranian Revolution went so badly in the end was that, I think, in part because of the West, Western interference. It took longer than it should have for dictatorship to be the Shah's dictatorship to be thrown off. So I think it would be a mistake for leaders in the West, in the quest for stability, to try to encourage the continuation of the Arab autocracy in the hope that it'll give stability, because in the long run, there won't be any stability. In the long run, all countries have a hunger for freedom, and the Arab countries are no different in this respect.